Now audible?
Yes, sir.
Oh, great. So, thank you, Ali Rahman, for the wonderful introduction that you have given. And definitely, my sincere thanks to the management of St. Adam's School of Garur for inviting me for this lovely audience, students from the class 6 to 12th, I think. So, wonderful to see there is a good excitement, around 100 students are there. So, students, as Ali Rahman said, that I am actually into academics for around 15 years, and definitely I've been teaching IT related subjects and some other related dimensions. So, I would like to have an interaction with you all and resolve your issues also, right? Any query that you might be having, I'll be happy to take that, right? So, moving ahead, yeah, I would like to start with a formal presentation, right? And after that we can actually take up your queries one after another, right? So is my screen visible now? Screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, so the theme of my today's discussion will be efficient use of social media and the new emerging skills in information technology. So students, how do you feel about IT? I'm not sure. So from somewhere I got one of the photograph. I hope many of you can relate to it. So it is a computers class. First time students are coming. Students are there with their open mouth, and computer systems are also talking to each other. Don't worry, they are more afraid of you than you are of them, right? Actually, computer systems used to be a thing to be afraid of. So around 1950s, 60s, this kind of computer system was conceptualized for the home. So at that time, scientists from Rand Corporation, they said that in 2004, this kind of computer systems will be there. So that was a prediction. That was actually a model that was created. So way back in like 70 years back, that kind of visualization was there. That the future of computer systems will be like this. But as you all are aware, the things are not like this. We are fortunate. There have been very big advances in computer science, right? So one of the advertisement from IBM in 1951 for computer systems was like this. So getting your answers at electronic speed. So that was a IBM's electronic calculator way back in 1951. Had the computer system been like this even today, then definitely it was a dreaded device. It would have been very fearful for all of us to attend any computer systems class. But okay, so this punch card also, I hope you have heard about in your computer classes. So teacher must have spoken to you that, okay, we used to have the punch card in which we used to have the punching, data was entered, and the device was there for reading the punching. The devices are shown on the lower part of this screen. Yeah, I hope you can see this. So that was actually the initial phase of computer systems that I am talking about. But fortunately, we are not working with these computer systems now. So what you people are actually working with, and how the things are going to change. So students, so the computing that was started way back in China 5,000 years ago, I hope you have heard about Abacus, and then after that Pascaline, and then Charles Babbage came into picture 1843. So that was a gentleman who created difference engine. So that difference engine, it was not a computer system, but it was a device which was able to do some input, process, and output. So that is the basic concept that we are actually working on the computer systems even today. So that was the journey, right? So where we have reached now. So what is a computer system? I hope many of you will say that, okay, computer system is an electronic device that does blah. But what, how we can actually describe the computer systems today? That computer is an electronic device which has revolutionized our lives. It has revolutionized our lives. Lots and lots of things we are doing on computer systems today, right? So these are the modern devices that we are having. I hope many of you have seen the first image, which is showing a time of 9 minutes past 10. What is the name of this device? Can anybody tell that name? Can anybody tell the name of this device? I would like to see how many of the students are able to tell the name of this device. Yes? Can you write in the chat box? Anybody?
So watch, digital watch.
No. What was the name of the device? Anybody? Challenge. Whoever gives the answer, you will get a toffee or a chocolate. Pager. Shrek says it is a pager. No, it is not a pager. Should I show that image again? Okay, I'll show it again. Somebody is saying laptop, somebody is saying tablet. The first one. Nahi pata? That is actually Amazon Alexa Visual. Right. That is called Amazon Alexa Visual. That is having a video also. Right? So that Amazon Alexa, that is now actually a computer system, right? We can give the commands, voice command generally, it will understand that and it will give you the answers. You want to play some music, you can ask. If you want to know the cricket match score, you can ask, it will give you the answer. If you want to know what is the temperature right now, it will give you the answer, right? Another device that I am going to show you now. Another device on the right side top corner. I hope you are able to see this device. This particular device, this is called laptop or desktop, or it is a mix of it, right? This particular device, the biggest computer system that we are seeing here, it is actually a mix of a laptop and a tablet and a desktop also, which is having a touch screen, a large screen in front of you, and you are able to touch it just like a tablet, and you are able to get all the tasks, right? And then there are convertible computer systems are also there. Mobile phones, I hope you have seen that foldable mobile phones are there, which can be actually expanded to 7 inches. So how this technology has evolved, just imagine. And in the lower part of it, that you can see there is some house or some office. One tablet is there, and it is connecting to what? It is connecting to the devices in your office. It is connecting to your refrigerator. It is connecting to the tap. It might be connecting to the light. It might be connecting to the air conditioner, right? So what is it? What is the name of this technology? Anybody can tell me? Come to the chat box. Yes. Can you tell me the name? Fantastic, Ali Rahman. Very good. Full form is Internet of Things. Fantastic. Internet of Things. Right? So the technology is actually changing our lives. And as a student, you have lots and lots of things to do. Right? So let us see how the computer systems can help us, how the computer education can help us, how we need to carefully utilize the technology domain, and how we can actually simplify our lives, right? So I hope you all are having an opportunity to learn computer systems, right? So why St. Adam's School is teaching you computers? What is the reason? The simplest reason that I can visualize is that you should become future ready. I'm not sure how many of you are actually planning to become a teacher, how many of you want to become a scientist, how many of you want to become accountant, banker, industrialist, analyst, business or job. Yeah. Yes, there is some question. Okay,
Students,
Manoj
you are
Kumar.
advised to keep your mic off. Students, initially you keep your mic off.
Okay. So students, whatever you want to do, computer systems will actually help you to be ready for the future. Even if you go to a big hospital today, you will find so many medical devices are there and so many computer systems are also there. All the devices, all the complex machinery, they are having computer systems side by side. Why? Because lots of medical research is being done with the help of computer systems, right? If you want to be in medical profession, you want to become a scientist, you want to become an accountant, your life will be revolving around computer systems itself. And side by side, not only working on computer systems, but it will actually inculcate lots of skills in you, because computer systems work on mathematics, right? So how do we solve a problem? So you have to actually think critically. So whatever the situation comes to you, you will have to analyze it from different angles. Why this is happening? How this particular problem can be resolved? What are the various options that we are having? And what is the best method to actually solve a problem? Right? So this is the time of COVID, right? Many of you must have seen the newspapers last year when we actually went through so many news articles that the vaccine or the medicine for COVID might be coming after maybe 5 years or 10 years or 20 years. That has been the trend for most of the pandemics. Most of the pandemics, it has been the trend in the past. It takes 10 to 20 years of May and June, and by the month of December, we had the vaccine ready. And USA, United States of America, started vaccinating its people. In fact, in India also, we started vaccinating the people. How it happened? It is purely technology that actually supported medical research. Lots of experiments that were done manually that are now being done on the computer systems itself. Computers are actually getting the data from various tests, they are doing the analysis, and they are helping the doctors in developing the medicines and the vaccines very quickly. So the impact of computer systems, that is everywhere, whichever profession, whichever career option you are actually planning for, right? So it will make you future ready, students. Tomorrow's jobs, you never know what is going to happen. I hope many of the students must have heard of lots of job opportunities today. For example, mobile app developers, social media influencer, podcasters, digital marketer, drone operators. So students, these are the jobs that were not existing 20 years back. 20 years back, there was no mention of these jobs. But today, these jobs are in huge demand. I hope nobody would have heard of the technology called Python or R programming, right? Or mobile apps. We could never think that the mobile phone will have any app, or you will be having that PUBG or Free Fire on your mobile phone. We never thought of it, right? So what is happening? So tomorrow's jobs will be totally influenced by technology. So if you are not well versed in IT, then definitely you are not ready for tomorrow. That is a guru mantra that I want to give today to all the students here. How it helps the school students. So the future I have already spoken about. Okay, it will give you that strength. It will make you ready for the future jobs. It will give you great insights, and how it is helping you in the school right now, because many students who are in their 6th or 7th standard, they might not be very much concerned about their career at this particular moment, but how computer systems are actually helping you right now. Number one, collaborative learning, because in computer systems, teacher is giving you lots of assignments which are team assignments. So where students are actually talking to each other, they are actually collaboratively, they are working on a particular assignment, Teacher is simply giving you a task. Okay, prepare a presentation, maybe on the best historical places in India. So you have to find the data from various websites. You have to download the photographs, and you have to club it into one presentation. Some PPT you have to prepare. So what is happening? That is actually leading to the collaborative learning, right? Interpersonal skills. So you might be asking lots of questions to your faculty. Active listening, because when we are talking about technology, I have seen many students, they are more interested in it, and they are asking very relevant questions to their faculty members, right? And many times the research that you are actually submitting to your teacher, the assignment that you are submitting, that is actually well planned by the students, taking help of their elders, family members, friends. So what is happening because of these assignments that you're working upon? So you are exploring new knowledge that was otherwise not covered in your syllabus. I can tell you, I have the small kids at home who are knowing much more than I knew at that particular stage of my life, right? My son, who is in the 5th standard, he is having more knowledge of geography, more knowledge of history than I had at that particular age. How it is happening? Because you people are actually having the support of technology, right? So one small question to all of you. One small question to you. What is the meaning of AD and BC? AD and BC. Come to the chat box. That is for dividing the time horizon we define, right? If I say 497 BC, yeah, fantastic, Pankaj Joshi. And what is AD? Okay, great. So what is happening now? What is happening now? We have actually two different eras now. One era I'm talking about, okay, come to the chat. I have written something. Yes, very good. Before Christ and Domini, fantastic. Yes. What are these two eras, BZ and AZ? Have you heard these two? Anybody? Any guesses? Come to the chat. Let us see who can solve this particular query. BZ and AZ. Any guesses? Oh my God, nobody knows. Because officially there is nothing like this. This is the query that I have created, and I have the answer also. That is before Google and after Google, right? So Google was launched around 1996. Oh my God, Shrek says after and before genocide. No. So I'm talking about the Google, the influence of Google that has happened, right? So before 1996, the role of search engine was very limited. Almost there was no search engine. But today we are having Google. So whatever the query comes to my mind, I will always open www.google.co.in, and whatever the query is, it will help me out. So that is the influence of technology on our lives, right? So students, IT and the computer systems, they are actually helping you in enhancing your interpersonal skills also. And whatever kind of job that I was saying just now, that future of the jobs, that will have one major component IT. And definitely the salary packages that are being offered to the IT students, that is much more than the traditional jobs.
Saurav Chand, keep yourself muted.
Okay. I was saying that the students, you need to have the computer systems knowledge. You need to have the certifications into computer systems. If possible, a university degree also, or a diploma, so that you are able to reach out to the companies for a good quality job. So salary packages, as I was saying, if you have anybody in your family who's working in an IT company, you might have seen that they are having all those good quality stuff at their home. They are enjoying a good life. How it is happening? Because the IT enabled services, IT or software jobs, they are actually fetching them very, very good salary package. So knowledge of IT makes you future ready and it gives you great opportunities. And I know many of the students in this particular meeting, they might be having a vision that, okay, I want to change the world. I want to bring the change in the society. I want to actually help the doctors. I want to develop some technology. So whatever you want to do in your life, any innovation, any scientific development, it will not be possible without technology today. So, and the information technology, computer science is going to help you out. So the fresh ideas for the betterment of society. That is actually one more outcome of computer science. And definitely the ease of life. Come online. Come online for so many reasons. Computer systems knowledge, it will help you more comfortable in electronic banking. I hope many of your family tasks that used to be done in the bank branches, they are being done with the mobile app now. You don't go to market many a times. You are even buying your grocery items, and many a times the gifting is also being done. You are not visiting your friend's place, especially in the time of COVID. I have seen many people who are buying even milk or the dairy products from online shops. As a student, you have already experienced the online examination, and what we are doing right now, that is the online education we are doing, right? So even we don't go to the theater for booking a ticket. So that is online tour, online connecting with our friends. So lots of applications that we are witnessing, we are using today. Okay, just have a look at this graphic. Press any key to start, and this girl is puzzled. Where is the any key? It is searching for a key with the name of any. Means what? Problems, right? Problems. Handling the computer system itself is considered to be a problem. So let us resolve this problem. And what are the other areas that we need to be very careful, right? We need to identify the problem areas for using computer systems. One major complaint from all the parents and the teachers is the distraction from actual studies. I also have this problem with this computer systems. My son is always running behind all those gadgets that, okay, he wants to have, my son wants to have the computer games, internet browsing, social media. So what is happening? So we have to utilize this internet platform properly for education, properly for enhancing my knowledge, right? Don't waste the precious time that you are having. You should not waste it on these distractions. There is lots of study material available, right? Go to YouTube rather than watching those funny videos. I think you can find some relevant content. So utilize your computer system hours for enhancing your knowledge, right? Suppose any topic that you study in the classroom, you want to learn more about it. You want to have the examples, social media, YouTube, so many websites, educational websites are there, which are going to provide you great content. So utilize that rather than spending your hours. Because see, what I tell all the students even, that social media, open Facebook, you keep on scrolling, hours and hours and hours and hours. It will never end. So it is actually going to consume your time. You have to utilize that time for learning something great. There are so many e-learning platforms through which you can acquire the new skills. You can learn maybe programming, Python coding, or maybe you can learn playing guitar online, harmonium, singing, dancing. Lots of skills can be acquired. Even the analytical skills, or maybe some mathematics skills you can learn. Vedic skills, Vedic mathematics is there. Abacus course is there. In fact, there are so many platforms through which you can actually utilize your hours rather than wasting it on gaming. That is also required. I am not saying that you should not play games altogether. That is also going to provide you some very good concentration, and it is going to relax your brain. Definitely it is good, but excess of this is actually going to be harmful to you, right? What is this? The user is saying that I need a more user-friendly computer systems, and what the computer system is saying, that I need a smart human. Just try to understand the essence of this cartoon. Actually, students, the computer systems are becoming smarter and we are becoming dumber. We are becoming dumber. So we need to be very, very careful. So what is happening, students? Many of the times, whenever the teacher is giving you an assignment, maybe 7 days after that, you have to submit that assignment. So what happens? Many of the students are having that laid back attitude now. Okay, 6 days, they will enjoy, they will do nothing. But on the 7th day, they will simply open the computer systems, go to Google, and they will actually copy and paste that content. So what you have missed? You have missed the critical time that you should have actually spent on researching, finding out the relevant content, clubbing it together, discussing with your friends, discussing it with your teachers. So this is how you should have actually done that assignment. But because of computer systems, the misuse of computer systems, you are actually having that laid back attitude. That is a bad thing. You need to check it. Manual efforts in the name of smart work, many of the times you are actually simply copying and pasting. In fact, the printed assignment you prefer. Teacher is giving you a task and you always try that, okay, ma'am, can we give the printed assignment? That is not the way. Because that is the only reason, students, the examination throughout the world, even today, they are preferred to be handwritten. Why? Because that is having a connection with your brain. You have better perception of the things. You learn better when you are writing it. So your manual skills, writing skills, presentation skills, that might be killed if you are misusing technology, right? So please don't compromise. Please put your heart into preparing your assignment. Only then the learning will be complete. One more area that you need to be very careful: cyberbullying. Bullying in the classroom, that was the thing of the past. Today, lots and lots of students who are spending their hours on social media or various platforms, they are facing this issue, cyberbullying. Especially when you are engrossed into playing environment, there are group games. Free Fire, I have seen Free Fire or PUBG, where many people, unknown people, are also connected to you, and many of them, they might be grown up, they might be actually playing with your innocence. They are playing with your innocence. So that can actually result into depression. It can result into lots and lots of bad things in your life, right? So if you are facing any kind of case of bullying, cyberbullying, or any kind of unwanted disturbance by anybody, unwanted disturbance on your online entity, on your online presence, please speak to the elders, please speak to your parents, please tell your teachers, right? So that the right action can be initiated. Even the grown-up people are also facing the same issues. So we need to speak up so that the problem can be resolved. And whenever you are on social media, there are predators who are actually stalking the children. They are targeting them. So we need to be very careful. So please don't accept any friend request from unknown people. These are fake accounts. They might be criminals. They might be ready to hurt your family. They might be planning to hurt you. So be very careful, right? And definitely share your social media profile with your parents also, so that they can keep it check what and whom you are connecting with. Please don't share any private information. I have seen many of the cases have happened where students, where small kids are sharing their family pics, knowingly, unknowingly they are sharing it. They might be sharing the home address, they might be sharing the vacation plan. Just imagine if you are sharing on Facebook, okay, this Sunday I'm going to maybe Shimla, or maybe I'm going to Manali for a family trip with my family. And if somebody is reading it on social media, the thieves have read it and they will actually barge into your home. They will steal everything. Whose loss is this? Your family's loss. And many times when you are playing the games, you might be tempted, okay, you can get extra life or you can get a special weapon when you are playing a virtual game. So you have to share the bank details of your family or the Paytm number of your family, and whole of the money from your bank account might be stolen. So please be careful whenever you are sharing any private information, right? And this is one more common problem. Many times we are lured by some advertisements, some banners online, which is saying that, okay, you can free download some game, free download some mobile app, free download some antivirus software. So these might be actually malwares or the viruses that can actually infect your computer systems. So these are some of the issues that I wanted to discuss with you today. And I'm towards closing my talk. So some funny moments so that the heavy discussion that I had, that can actually be relaxed, and then we can actually start with the queries. So students, earlier we used to have the floppy. So the pen drive is speaking to the floppy that, okay, you should lose some weight, you fatty. So this floppy starts running on treadmill, and now it has actually converted into 1 terabyte small card, right? So the pen drive was 8 GB and the card is now 1 TB. Just imagine what the condition would be. And so this lady is saying that this computer is not working as per my command. Husband is saying, darling, it is a computer system, not a husband. Right? I hope you enjoyed the discussion. I hope it was able to meet your expectations. Thank you very much for your patient listening. And now I am open to your queries. So the queries can be shared on chat, I think. Ali Rahman, you may please take it further.
Those who are interested in asking queries, they may unmute themselves and ask queries to sir. And if possible, they may open their webcams too, as it makes it more interactive. So, sir, first of all, I would like to start with my own query.
Yeah.
Sir, we come across internet where we see that students of non-tech branches gets placed in a tech branch.
Okay.
And that too in a technical work.
Yes.
So how does that work? Means how the interviewer, what the interviewer checks in these type of interviews.
Okay. Very interesting question. Ali Rahman, there are lots of job opportunities now in IT companies, right? So these computer companies, they are not only recruiting the technocrats, they are also looking for people who are having the business knowledge. For example, if you are having a good knowledge of accounting, finance, then definitely there are softwares available in the market for which you are the right person, right? So you might be recruited by the company for actually working on that finance related software or developing a finance related solution. So there is a software in the market called SAP. I hope you have heard the name SAP, right? So that SAP software is the one which is extensively being used in the companies, and they are looking for people who are having good marketing knowledge, HR knowledge, manufacturing department, purchase department. So the non-IT people, they have to complete one special certification and they are able to get a great job opportunity, right?
Yes,
I hope this answers your question.
yes, sir.
But it is always advantageous if you are having some computer knowledge in advance, especially at the school level and then definitely at the university level also.
Thank you.
Further queries?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Mickey ma'am, if you have any query, you can ask, sir. Sir, Mickey ma'am is taking computer science in
Okay.
our school, right?
Yes, ma'am. You may please ask the questions.
Well, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
I'm Nikki Joshi. I teach Python in class 11th and 12th.
Oh, great.
Yes, sir. So I would just like to know, we hear about massive open online courses.
Okay.
So I just want to know, is it an opportunity or is it some kind of threat
Threat for whom? Threat for the school or for the students?
for the students? Is
Okay.
it completely an opportunity? Yes, sir.
So let me give this answer in a different method, right? So till 2019, we used to have the cinema halls and the televisions, right? That was the major source of entertainment, especially for those movies and the TV serials, right? That was a major platform. But what happened after 2019 when the pandemic started, people started having those OTT, right? Your Netflix and your Amazon Prime. So all those things that came into picture in a big way in India, right? So OTT is doing what? It is actually supporting the media delivery, the entertainment industry. So whatever we used to have earlier, that is being augmented, that is being supported by OTT. Similarly, what is happening? We used to have the university system, we used to have the school education, and this online education is actually supporting it further because there are requirements in the industry which are changing so dynamically. So whatever you are teaching today, ma'am, the Python or R or VBMS, whatever you are teaching, that is for today. But maybe after 2-3 years, the technology will change. So at that moment, you may not be able to bring that transformation in your education so quickly. So what happens? These online platforms, they will bring new certification courses. Every day they are working on content creation and launching it. So online education is always going to support the university systems and the school education. So we should take it as an opportunity. I believe so. Yes, any other student wants to ask any question?
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Mariam Siddiqui and I'm from class 11th. So my
Great.
question is that I've taken bio and but I'm good at coding too. So how should I make the best use of my skills?
Okay. So Mariam, my honest answer to you that you have taken medical and bio, so definitely you should target into medical science. But there are many companies which are working into medical science research, right? So those companies which are actually working into the development of various methods or developing the devices or pharmaceutical research, they are having great opportunities for this skill set. If you have the programming skills, the good IT skills, and the biology course background also, then it will going to help you. So you can go into the medical research. That is a great field, especially when we are going through this pandemic time. We have great hope from these clinical research and your medical research experts. Yes, Zishan Ullah has some question.
Thank you, sir.
Zishan.
Yes, sir. I want to ask that how important are interpersonal skills in our workplace?
That is the number one thing. Zishan, when you are speaking to me, when you are meeting a new person in your life, they will not know your educational qualification. They will simply judge you on the basis of your behavior, how you are actually meeting with the people, what kind of language skills you are having, how do you gel with the people, what kind of leadership qualities you have, right? So that is actually the number one thing required in the corporate. If you are having all the best knowledge of this world, but you are not good in communication, if you are not good in the interpersonal skills, then definitely your employability will be always question mark, right? A recruiter will not consider you if you are not able to perform well, right? They will check your interpersonal skills. We have some more questions. Saurabh Joshi, you may please ask your question. Do we have Saurabh Joshi with us? Kavya Singh Negi.
So one of the student has asked a question in chat box. What
Yeah.
is a career in esports?
Oh, esports. See, there are two dimensions of esports. One is the sports research, sports analytics, and the second career into sports on electronic platform, that is the video gaming or the online gaming. So both of them, they are having great opportunities. Right, India especially, we are having quite a good number of mobile gamers now, online gamers, and the number is consistently growing. So we need to have the good quality games. So there is huge opportunity in mobile gaming. So if you are going for that particular dimension, then definitely a very, very bright career you are having. Second, that is the research into the sports or the sports science, that is the domain called. So there you have the opportunity for actually supporting the teams in actually developing their strategy for a particular game. If you are following any of the game, you might have seen that whenever a team is preparing for a tour, so they are actually watching the videos of the competitor and they are actually making the strategy according to it. Right, so lots of opportunities are existing in the sports research also. So whether it is online gaming or this, both the dimensions you are having. Okay, Saurabh Joshi is asking a question. Sir, what is the career in coding? Career in coding, that is a never ending career. Simple. There will be changes in technologies, there will be new programming languages, but they will be requiring the programmers. Whatever the new programming language comes, if you are having the good skills in one programming language, then it is easy to migrate to the another programming language also, because that is giving you the basics, right? So once you are having the basics of programming, whether it is Python or C or Java or whatever programming language, once you are well versed with one particular programming language, you can learn any other language whenever it is launched, even today or maybe after 10 years. So coding is always required. So we have one more question. How much time do you believe your average student spends studying and doing assignments during the week? So you are asking for me or for you people? Anurag Joshi, class 10. Okay, so if you are spending 6 hours in your school, so for my own analysis, if you are spending another 3 hours for your self-study every day, rigorously, honestly, so 3 hours self-study will be good enough, right? Who is known as the human computer of India? Definitely Shakuntala Devi. The movie was also there recently that was released on OTT. Vidya Balan was playing that role. So students who are in the 11th and 12th class, so they should actually buy that book of Shakuntala Devi and try to solve all those puzzles. Yes, Soumya.
So good afternoon. My name is Soumya Goswami and I am from class 11 science stream. And I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah.
And my question is that everyone is aware about the distractions that the technology also offers. So yes, what has IT sector done for any distraction free technology or device that can help students also?
Okay, good question, and everybody should be aware of this now. Number one, there are computer system settings that can be managed by your faculty members in the school. And when I'm talking about the computer systems at your home, there are the modes for safe usage of that particular device, right? So there are modes like one mode is totally closely packed, in which you can control what all the student can do, right? What kind of content you can browse, right? and there are like various categories of it. So one is very, very strict, then there is an average, then there is an lenient, right? So depending on that particular setting, your parents can actually control what kind of content can be seen, what kind of content can be browsed by my kids. Second thing, very, very important, Soumya, whatever you have been doing in traditional world, that is also applicable in the IT world. In traditional world, we also had lots of distractions, family, parties, sports, roaming around, going to market, enjoying Golgappa. So lots of options were there, but you have controlled yourself. You are not every day consuming those street food. So you have controlled yourself. Similarly, you need to develop a discipline chart for yourself, especially the students who are in the classes, right? In the school level, you need to decide, okay, I will be spending maybe half an hour for mobile gaming or using a mobile phone. That's it, right? And whenever I am studying, I will simply note down all my requirements. All my requirements, I will note down on a piece of paper. And when my time for the mobile or computer system comes, I will find the questions and answers online. Don't bring your computer system or your mobile phone to your study table. Your study table should be separate and your computer table should be separate. There should be big distance between these two tables, right? Mobile phone should not be brought close to your study table. For that, you need to have a separate time. You need to have a separate slot. Utilize that. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your valuable answers, sir. There's a short question from my side, and I hope this is the last question because you have spared a lot of time for all of us. Sir, there's a question like students, those who are not able to take computer science in class 11th and 12th, and they go in the professional courses in the computer science field. So will it be difficult for them to in the courses, or it will be fine for them as they don't have any base in the computer science in 11th and 12th?
Mursali, very, very simple answer I want to give to this, right? Computer systems can be learned at any stage, right? But it is always good to have a good knowledge in advance. If you are studying computer systems in 11th and 12th, then definitely it will add as an advantage to your career. Because whenever you will join maybe a BCA or a BTech or whatever the professional course, your preparation of 11th and 12th, that will help you in understanding the new knowledge. You will be the best performer in your class. You will be always at advantage. That is the best thing that you will get from your 11th and 12th class exposure. Right?
Right, sir. I understood it. And Ali, now you can conclude. And before concluding, Ali, Major sir will be giving a vote of thanks.
Okay, Murshid sir. Sir, but I want to add one thing. Yesterday, when Murshid sir told us that we are going to have you online, so I searched your LinkedIn profile, and
yes,
a word corporate social responsibility popped out.
Okay.
What does that mean, sir? Means we are not aware about these kind of things.
Okay. So corporate social responsibility, simply, I would say that any company whichever is actually functioning in our society, they are having one sole objective. What is the objective of that company? To make profit, right? To make profit for the businesses and for all the stakeholders. But that should not be the sole objective of any business. So corporate social responsibility means that when you are making profit, you should be careful about your planet. You should be careful about sorry for the technical glitch. So the government of India has mandated that all the companies should actually spend 2% of their profit towards the social upliftment of the people, contribute to the environment, employability of the people, health, education. So that kind of expenses they have to do. So in the past, we used to have the philanthropic activities, but today it has been regulated by the government of India. Right? I hope this answers your question.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Mittal.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. It is a pleasure to see you after a long time.
Of course, I am also extremely delighted to see you, and you still look very healthy, even younger than before.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Dr. Mittal, I don't know whether I ever got a time to say you thanks, because you were not only a teacher, professor, and instructor of my son, but you were definitely the mentor. What I say, I'm extremely thankful the way you exclusively and only and you have nurtured him, and he always speaks of you at a very high esteem. Whenever there's a discussion, whenever we talk about the computer streaming or development of the school in terms of the computer science, he always talks about you, and you have given him the time. And once more, or repeatedly throughout my life, I will say the way you have nurtured my son and also many of his other friends. I see whenever we meet, whenever they meet in group, they talk of you. And now during the gap of these few years, you have achieved very high positions. I wish you all the best, and your family, your children, and we will be bothering you every now and then, because we are also planning something big, and Mursil will be discussing all those things, because you are the right person to guide. And I hope you remain active as ever. And personally, whenever I come to Delhi, I will definitely meet you. And once more, thanks, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for all those kind words. And there are so many students. So in front of them, I would like to accept one reality of my life, that I have been into teaching profession for around 13, 14 years now. And
Yes.
2.5 years it was in corporate. So out of the thousands of students that I have taught,
Yes.
I could find Mursil as one of the most sincere and always excited about learning. He is the one student who never missed a single assignment, a single project that was given to him. He was always on time, even before time, I can say. And one of the most polite student I could see. He had never any issue in the institute. So I wish him all the best, and the management of the St. Adams School. I will be always available. It is actually a pleasure to connect with my own school. I consider it as my own school. So whenever there is any opportunity of my association, I would be happy to take it up. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Ali, you can conclude now.
So now, as the clock speaks, it is the time to conclude this informative and wonderful session. Thank you, sir, for carving out few minutes for us. And it has been a very great session with you. IT has made us enabled to connect with the IT guy even in this pandemic. So IT is everywhere. And secondly, I would like to thank the school for organizing such webinars, which make us a market-ready person. We hope that such webinars are organized regularly. And thank you all. Thanks for your patience, and keep working, be safe, and don't ever stop hustling. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I can sign off now.